Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are going to pull back the curtain on one of the most incredible yet totally invisible systems that powers our modern world, global shipping. Let's get into it.
I mean, really think about it for a second. That phone in your hand, the clothes you're wearing, the coffee you had this morning, almost none of it started out where you are. It all had to take this incredible journey across oceans to get to you. So how on earth does all of that actually work?
Well, when you boil it all down, the fundamental choice is actually a lot like your daily commute. Do you need a public bus that runs on a fixed, totally reliable schedule? Or do you need a private taxi that you can call up on demand to go exactly where you need it, right when you need it? This super simple idea, a set schedule versus an on-demand service, is the key to understanding how pretty much everything moves. Now that whole bus versus taxi thing, it has a name in the shipping world. And it's the very first and most important decision a company has to make. Are they going with liner shipping or tramp shipping?
So let's break it down. Liner service, that's our public bus. It's all about reliability and predictability. It's perfect for all the stuff you buy. You know, consumer goods that need to ship on a regular schedule. Then you have tramp shipping. That's our maritime taxi. It's all about flexibility, designed for these massive one-off shipments of raw materials. Think tons and tons of grain or oil.
Liner services are the absolute workhorses of global trade. We're talking about those giant container ships you see pictures of, running like clockwork on schedules that are published way in advance. If you're a big company shipping thousands of TVs or sneakers every single month, you depend on this predictability to keep your entire business running smoothly. It's the dependable, steady backbone of modern commerce. And then, on the complete other end of the spectrum, you've got tramp shipping. These ships have no fixed route, no schedule at all. They literally just go wherever the next job takes them. This is what you'd use to move a mountain of iron ore from Australia to China, or to transport something insane like those gigantic wind turbine blades that could never fit in a normal container. It's the ultimate, heavy-duty, on-demand taxi service of the seas.
Okay, but what if a seat on the bus isn't good enough? And what if a single taxi ride just won't cut it? What if you need to hire the entire vehicle for yourself? Well, that's when you get into chartering.
Chartering is really about one thing and one thing only: control. It's for anyone who needs to call all the shots, the exact timing, the specific route, and exactly how their precious cargo is handled. It gives you the power to completely customize the journey from start to finish.
All right, let's dive into the nitty-gritty here, because chartering isn't just a one-size-fits-all deal. There are actually 4 main ways to do it, and each one gives you a totally different level of command over the ship and its journey.
So your options range from pretty simple to, well, total control. You could just hire a ship for a single A to B trip with a voyage charter. Or maybe you need a ship for a few months, so you'd get a time charter. Then there's the most extreme option, the bareboat charter. That's where you literally just lease the empty ship, the bare boat, and you run the whole operation yourself. It really just depends on how much control you need.
So, we've covered the how, but I think it's time we talk about the who. Who are these massive, almost invisible giants that actually control these shipping lanes and have this incredible influence over how global trade flows?
The answer, and this might surprise you, is shipping alliances. Instead of just competing in these brutal price wars, the biggest shipping companies in the world actually collaborate. They team up to share space on each other's ships and coordinate their routes. It helps them cut costs and offer more sailings. You can think of it like airline code sharing, but just on a mind-bogglingly huge oceanic scale.
So just how much of the market do these alliances control? Get ready for this number, about 80%. That's right, just 3 major alliances control 80% of the entire global container shipping capacity. That is a staggering amount of power.
And here they are. You've got the 2M Alliance, the Ocean Alliance, and the Alliance. These 3 groups, led by absolute titans like Maersk and MSC, completely dominate the high seas, leaving just a tiny sliver of the pie for everybody else. So with these giants running the show, you gotta wonder, how does a small business even stand a chance? I mean, what if you only need to ship half a container's worth of stuff? You can't just call up Maersk, right? Thankfully, there is a brilliant solution for exactly this problem. They're called NVOCCs, which stands for Non-Vessel Operating Common Carrier. And these guys are basically masters of logistics. Here's how it works. You bring them your small shipment, they take it, combine it with a bunch of other small shipments from other businesses, until boom, they have a full container. Then, they use their massive buying power to book that container with one of the big carriers, getting a fantastic rate you could never, ever get on your own. And the benefits here are huge. You're talking serious cost savings, the convenience of a one-stop shop that handles all the nightmares paperwork, and you instantly get access to a global network. These companies, these NVOCCs, are what make global trade possible for everyone, not just the giant corporations.
So, what this all really boils down to is that there's no single best way to ship something. The right choice always comes down to your specific needs. Are you shipping a few boxes or a million tons of coal? Do you need a rock-solid schedule or do you need maximum flexibility? The beauty of this system is that it's designed to have an answer for every possible scenario.
This whole thing, this incredibly complex, hyper-efficient, and mostly invisible system, it's literally the circulatory system of the global economy. It brings us just about everything we own, touch, and use every single day. But that complexity, that concentration of power, also makes it pretty fragile. So I'll leave you with a question to chew on. What happens when it breaks?